I do be having them thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also, too, I want to get myself together, though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together. Like, not retire, but take a break. It's not even though it's a waste. Till y'all prove yourself to, you feel me? That's what, to me. It's like, I don't know. I would say I love the game, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been
Following his fight with Lamont Roach, Gervonta "Tank" Davis revealed that retirement is on his mind. He stressed the importance of staying grounded and delivering great performances, but admitted he wants to focus more on himself. While he's not retiring immediately, Davis made it clear that stepping away from boxing is a strong possibility.
Feel about you, where you are at right now in your career, pound for pound?
I mean, I can't really say. I just gotta, you know, I'm the type of guy that, you know, I really don't really like pay attention to that because I'm still in the mix. So I just gotta keep my head grounded, you know, stay grounded and just. My whole goal was always to go out there and put on a great performance, like every night, you know. So I can't really say right now because I'm still in the mix. I said, like I said, but hopefully when it's all said and done, I'll be one of them top great fighters.
How soon is it going to be before you're done? Because on several occasions, it's almost like you're alluding to, you only have but so many fights left. You're looking to walk away from the game. How close are you to that, being undefeated and unblemished with some big fights out there for you to get?
It's close for sure. It just I don't know. It's a little draining. I just want to step back for a little bit and just focus on me personally. You know, I feel like I've been doing this for some time now, and I just want to give myself a break and focus on just me as a human being, me as a father, me as a son, and things like that. And then
Davis clarified that he's not officially retiring, he simply wants a break. After years of intense competition and non-stop training camps, he feels the physical and mental toll. Despite some assuming he's lost interest in boxing, Davis insisted his love for the sport remains. He just needs time to recharge and refocus before making his next move.
Yeah, like
Jay-Z said can't leave rap alone, the game needs me.
Yeah, but yeah. That is a good way, but I mean,
I say you retiring. I say you retiring, but I got you coming back though. The game too big, you know what I mean?
Too, because it is like, I don't know. I would say I love the game and shit like that, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been on my shit lately. You know what I mean? These last couple weeks. You know what I mean, in training camp. It's actually been in a good space. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say I would retire for a long time, but take a little break. You know what I mean? I want to go back to school and things like that. Just build myself.
You want to study?
Business management.
Any sponsorships you looking to get?
Need a mattress.
Yeah, man.
After the Roach fight, Davis has multiple potential opponents, but the bout fans want most is against Shakur Stevenson. Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. weighed in, stating that while Stevenson is highly technical, Davis brings a different level of power and explosiveness. Many believe a showdown between them would be one of the biggest fights in recent years, but it's still uncertain whether it will happen.
But the big one they keep on talking about is against Shakur Stevenson, maybe and possibly Devin Haney. How would you think those two fights will go for Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson?
The only part I want to see right now would be Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson.
Why is that?
Because Shakur's still on the winning streak, and so is Gervonta. We don't want to see you fight a guy who lost already. Well, I mean, not that he lost, but we don't want to see you fight a guy we saw suffer whatever he suffered. We want to see you fight a guy that we know is at a peak. Devin Haney's now trying to refine himself. I don't want to see that fight. I want to see somebody that know where they at. Shakur know where he at. Once Devin finds himself, then we'll see that fight too. But right now, Shakur know where he at. Devin ain't sure right now.
People keep on saying that Shakur, you know, his IQ in boxing, he's very tactical, his background could give problems to Tank Davis. Do you think that would be the key factor for Shakur Stevenson to beat Gervonta Davis?
Shakur Stevenson gonna be a problem for anybody because of that back foot game. He has an awesome back foot game. And when you got a good back foot game like that and you understand boxing like you understand it, he gonna make it rough for anybody. But Tank is a different animal too. So it's a great fight. That's why everybody want to see it. We can't just look at it and say, oh, he gonna win, oh, he gonna win. No, we already know that Shakur gonna stay back. Tank gonna have to gamble some to get what he wants, and that's gonna make it big.
Think Gervonta Davis can knock him out?
Maybe.
Promoter Eddie Hearn dismissed the idea of Davis retiring soon, saying Tank is too big of a star to walk away now, especially without facing Shakur Stevenson. Hearn believes that fight is one of the biggest in boxing today. According to him, Davis's career would feel incomplete without it, and this retirement talk is just a phase.
And you hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. Sometimes the hunt.
Fed up with, yeah.
Maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing. Two unbelievable fighters.
Shakur Stevenson responded to Davis's retirement comments, saying he understands why Tank might want to step back. Stevenson shared his frustration with the sport, saying boxing used to be fun but has become overly political. Promotional barriers often block the best fights, and that makes it hard for fighters to truly enjoy the sport. He sympathizes with Tank, even if he still wants to face him in the ring.
Do you understand where Tank's coming from with his comments on that? Because you're someone that lives kind of the same lifestyle as Tank, you're under the same pressure. Do you see why he would maybe want to retire?
Oh yeah, I get it. I understand it. It's a lame ass game, dog. Like I think boxing has turned very lame. So there's a lot of politics. It ain't about what you know. It ain't about how good you is as a boxer. Sometimes it's like who you know. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand. That's on him.
Can you kind of go into more detail on that? Why do you feel like you feel a bit disillusioned with boxing at the moment?
I just feel like it ain't the same. Like back in the day, it was kind of like more fun just because it was more. It was more competitive. It was more competitive. A lot of people. Now it's like a lot of lame shit. It's a lot of clout. Like how you just said. What's the guy name?
Tito Mercado.
He make niggas like him make the shit lame because it's like, bro, you talking about fighting me, but you only at 140, bro. You just calling my name out to get views. If a contract come across your desk, will you even fight me, bro? You never know with these dudes. So I just think it's a lame game.
Has that changed your mindset? Because obviously you came up as an esteemed amateur. You probably want to unify divisions, become undisputed. Has that kind of changed your mindset a bit and flipped the coin to just say this is all about business stuff?
Yes.
Keyshawn Davis joined the conversation, declaring himself Tank's most worthy opponent. He stated he doesn't chase big names just to pad his resume. He fights and beats them. His confidence shows he believes he's a legitimate threat and wants to be next in line for a high-profile bout.
Lamont Roach, he's a good opponent, but he's not great for a Tank. Simply off the fact that because he's at 130 and he's been at 130 his entire career. Gervonta, I feel like needs to fight a real 135-pounder, and I feel like the one that's making the most noise right now is Keyshawn, the businessman Davis.
So I'm not going to be like everyone else and ask you about your good friend Shakur fighting him.
Right.
But he does want that fight too. He was on our show a couple weeks ago. He's talked about he wants. So how does that work between you two? You're both going for the same guy.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like honest with you. Like, I'm not chasing Tank. I don't care about Tank for real. I'm 13-0. Like, in the world, a lot of the world know me, and that ain't come from me fighting names. That came from me kicking ass and taking names and taking belts. So literally, only thing I had to do is keep doing what I'm doing. A Gervonta Tank, me not fighting him is not gonna stop me continuing going to the top. Real talk. So I'm not chasing Tank. Let's put that out there. F Tank, for real. Tank know I want to fight him. His coach know I want to fight him. The boxing world know I want to fight him. The question is, do Tank have the balls to fight me? So next time one of y'all, somebody interviewing him, ask him that question. Do you have the balls to fight Keyshawn? Do you want to fight Keyshawn? Why don't you want to fight Keyshawn? Why do you want to fight Keyshawn? Ask him those questions. Don't ask me, because I will fight anybody And it ain't about Tank.
Eddie Hearn reiterated his view that Tank shouldn't retire just yet. He argued that Davis has too many major opportunities left and stepping away now would leave too many questions unanswered. Hearn believes Tank should take full advantage of his prime as one of boxing's biggest stars.
Stephen Espinoza alluded to on Tuesday that he tried to talk to get a fight with Shakur. Was there any talks with Shakur and Tank getting in there? Or?
No, I didn't. I mean, look, we've just been working with him recently, so I don't know how far back any conversations go. But for us, you know, the plan was always for Shakur to fight in December and then Zepeda. Shakur got injured, couldn't fight in December. Now he moves forward. Zepeda got injured, so now we're going to fight Schofield. Then we fight Zepeda, and then hopefully we fight Tank. I mean, that's the fight. I think that's one of the biggest fights.
What's your thoughts on him talking about he's going to retire?
Everyone's entitled to do what makes them happy. Do you know what I mean? If the hunger goes, sometimes that's the right thing to do. But you know, for me, Tank is an extraordinary talent. He's a massive star. There's still plenty of big fights for him, and you know, Lamont Roach is a good fight. Like, I know that not a lot of people have heard of Lamont Roach, but he's a good fighter.
Lastly, for me, another fighter that you're promoting, world champion Gervonta Davis. I know it's been little bits and bats with
Davis has expressed that before he steps away, he wants to fight specific opponents, namely Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez. This shows that despite talk of retirement, he still has his sights set on major legacy-defining matchups.
So realistically, how much longer do you see yourself being a fighter? How many more years you think?
It depends. I got some people I want to get.
Like who?
I don't want to say their names, but...
Just say yes or no. Haney?
Yes.
Lomachenko?
Yes.
Teofimo?
Yes. Not really so much Teofimo.
Not so much. How come?
Because it's like, I don't know. Just, he ain't really like... I mean, if the fight like prevents itself, then yeah. But other than that,
it's not on your list.
Yeah, it's not on my. He's not.
Kambosos? No. Is there anyone I'm missing, or is that it?
Yeah, but I don't want to say his name.
Shakur?
Yeah.
That's another one. Tank emphasized again that he's not quitting forever, he just needs a break. The constant pressure of training, fighting, and living under the spotlight has taken a toll. He wants time to breathe.
Have you have you had any times like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having those thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, like not retire, but take a break, you know, but the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie. I already made a promise.
Devin Haney laughed off the idea of Tank retiring, saying he doesn't believe it for a second. While Haney acknowledged that the Lamont Roach fight was a good opportunity for Roach, he hinted that Tank still has unfinished business in the ring.
To Tank retiring.
He's retiring? Nah, he's not retiring. It's a lot of big fights to be made out there, and Tank knows that. I don't think he's gonna retire, with a lot of unfinished business.
What do you make of the Tank versus Roach fight? Do you think it's a fight that Tank should have at this point of his career?
No comment.
What do you make of a Tank?
I'm on Roach. We've been cool since we was in the amateurs. So I'm happy that he got the opportunity, and that's all I can say.
And what about Tank Shakur? If that fight happens in the future, who do you see winning?
It's a good fight for boxing. I think that we should all be fighting each other. That's what boxing is about. It's the best fighting the best.
Despite the retirement chatter, Tank remains confident. He's openly said he's ready to fight either Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney if the opportunity comes. This proves that even with thoughts of stepping away, he still has the mindset of a competitor.
3 people in the world that I think that could beat Tank. That would be Devin, that would be Shakur, and Tank Davis himself.
You got the last one right. That's the only person that can beat me. Gervonta Davis. That's the only person. Them niggas cannot touch me at all. They all been in the ring with me. They all been in the ring, and I cracked both of them. I cracked both of them.
I feel you. I told you it's a 50-50 fight.
Ain't no 50-50 fight, nigga. How you gonna keep me off and you ain't got no power?
I was also told that Devin got the best of you in the last sparring session.
Well, I sparred them twice.
That's right. And Bill
took him out the ring. I almost knocked him out in Floyd Gym. Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that?
I don't know, but I ain't hear that.
Oh, okay. Tell to Devin and his dad to get out my dick. Tell him, be prepared. Because after these first 2 niggas, oh man, I'm coming straight at niggas. I'm telling you.
Tank boldly stated that no fighter currently on TV has better skills than him. He believes he's at the top of the sport and unbeatable. Yet he also reaffirmed his intention to retire after this year, suggesting his boxing journey may be nearing its final chapter.
Right now, have more skills than me. Nobody. Like, talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting.
So what that got to do with you being, I guess, embarrassing? Like, because again, we see you make posts on story like the fight not happening. Like,
cause I don't never want to, like, me not doing my job like all the way, like me not training all the way, me not, you know. So that's what made me like. So I was supposed to been in camp, you know, and I wasn't in camp. So all right.
Oh, okay.
It pissed me off so bad that I was like, all right, I don't even want to fight.
I get what you're saying.
And me, I just said, like, not even thinking, like, me, like, you know, having that, I go straight to the point. Like, I was mad as why I supposed to be.
What motivates you to, like, I guess, get these fights? Because even on the press conference, I seen you was cool. And again, you gave dude mad respect, but his camp start yapping off at the mouth, and it's like you lost it.
Yeah.
Like, is that like an extra motivational factor?
No, it just me. Yeah, cause I always want to prove that they're not who they say they is. That's my main. Especially when you know. Cause you can read it. Even the guys that they wanted me to fight, I could read.
Tank expressed frustration with today's boxing fans, claiming many don't truly understand the sport. He feels that popularity, not skill, drives support, and proving himself to such an audience feels pointless. Davis revealed that his desire to retire isn't just physical, it's emotional. He mentioned wanting therapy and not wanting to even think about fighting again, indicating that his decision to step away is deeply personal.
That's why I don't want to box anymore. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
What are your thoughts on the things that Gervonta Tank Davis is saying right now? He wants to fight this fight and then he wants to disappear from boxing, from fame. He wants to do therapy and never have to think about fighting again.
When you're sitting there and every single day someone new is calling you out or they want you to fight this guy, it's probably tough. Like I said earlier, once you've made your money, it must be very hard to want to keep going. Once you're set for life, it's like you've put all this effort in your whole life of waking up every day, running, sparring, training. You got the money and now you have so much fame, it's hard to go out in public. You put all this work in, it's probably nice to finally enjoy it.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more next time.